Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 1:30, around 1:40 a.m. in the morning. I promised you I was gonna do this fragrance review yesterday, but something happened. As you can see right behind me, that Aventus cologne arrived. I really wanted to do initial thought. I was waiting for it for a very long time. So in upcoming few days, I'm gonna do an episode on especially the Aventus DNA that I was telling you about. I think it's gonna be a big video because Aventus, why is it big, why is it so popular? We're gonna be discussing that in that video. I'm gonna bring out all my Aventus and Aventus type of fragrances in one video. Just gonna give you a summary sort of why that DNA is working so well in the world. But today let's go back. As I promised, we're gonna be looking at this discontinued gem from Dior called Aqua Fahrenheit. This is a flanker from the Fahrenheit line, as you can see right behind me. I put them all there, 4 of them that I have. I have in total 5, and I did review the Fahrenheit cologne a few days back. You can check it out. I'll put the link below. So I actually wanted to try these 6 from this line, and I have got them and reviewed them all. So today, hopefully, this will be the last of them all, and I'm very happy with completing my desired line. So Dior Fahrenheit, first of all, is a classic. Dior Fahrenheit, if you do not know by now, it's a classic. It looks like that bottle right there that I'm pointing at. So that's the first Dior bottle. So they're supposed to make a fragrance with a sunset theme, like the sun is going down and you can smell some petroleum, some gasoline, some leather, some woodsy, burning woods sort of a scent. And it's very much like on fire, like the fragrance supposed to be like a very heating sort of like a fragrance, like it hits you up, hit things up. And it became instant hit. It sold so many bottles for Dior. It's a worldwide success. So they released sort of like all those flankers, this one Aqua Fahrenheit, as well as 0 degrees, summer. They have 3 or 4 other flankers that I haven't tried, but the ones I wanted, I already sniffed them. So what happened was, after that success of Dior produced many other flankers, and more or less they're very unique. They're not redundant. So I'm not sure about the summer ones. Let's look at the Aqua one. Okay, I'll give you my thoughts so far. And I'll give you a little bit comparison with the cologne, which is supposed to be the newer version of Aqua, which got discontinued. And the cologne has actually some difference with the Aqua. I'll let you know. So first of all, this I'm not quite sure about the bottle sizes. I have only 125 ml one here. This one I found it in one of the groups, like my group. One of my brothers, I bought it off from him. So thankfully it didn't work for him. I got lucky. So it has a beautiful red, sort of like a beautiful like laser light sort of red theme here at the heart. It says Aqua Fahrenheit. I think this was a release of 2011, and 2015 I think they released Fahrenheit cologne as a replacement of this. So yeah, it has some like age on it now. 8 years ago it was released, so if I'm not mistaken. And it says Aqua Fahrenheit. It's same like Dior Fahrenheit bottles, and it says Dior. You will say the 4.2 and 125 ml here, side like that. It's like typical Dior Fahrenheit bottles, okay? And there you go. The back, it's gonna be like this. So this is made in France, and up there nothing much. Bottom, it's like this. So this fragrance is very hard to find now. It's already getting super difficult to find because it got discontinued and the prices are going up. And if you're really wondering which ones are really expensive, write that one, Fahrenheit Absolute, and then the Fahrenheit 32, the white and the Absolute Dark 2 bottles. These two are very hard to find and the prices are really expensive. So this one, I really love this bottle design. It's a little bit different than Fahrenheit because here it's a little bit transparent, like this part. And up there it's still got black and then red combo and the yellow here. So it represents sort of like fiery, as Fragrantica told me, it's supposed to represent a fiery elements dipping into the water elements. So fire meets water, that sort of feel. So it's like a kind of like a cooling, kind of a fiery sensation. It's very hard to explain or grasp, but that's how they produce this. So Dior here, beautiful bottle. It's kind of like a cone shaped, and the bottom really nice, really, really pretty. Here you're gonna find your batch code, I think, somewhere in the center here. And the juice, you can see if you turn it, you can see through the bottle, okay? And it will say CD up top, Christian Dior, and the whole thing comes off. There you go, sprayer on these are very, very beautiful, and the cap is quality. Even though plastic, it has good quality to it. Let me spray some of it and I'll talk about the notes and how it smells, longevity, seasons, and comparison to Fahrenheit cologne. So am I wearing something? I cannot, there's something faint on my hand. It's okay anyway, I know the smell. Let me show you the sprayer. It sprays a little, if you can see. Okay, that's a little spray. And if you go move a little bit back, that's a big spray. With this fragrance, I do 6 sprays to according to the concentration of the cologne. This is a very good performing cologne, not quite the beast mode like Fahrenheit, the original Fahrenheit, but it's still pretty good. So I do 2 on my neck, 2 side of my neck, okay, 2 side of my shoulder, and then perhaps 2 on my each arm. If I'm feeling a little bit more adventurous, I go 1 here and perhaps maybe 1 at the back of my neck. So 6 sprays would be ideal to make it last for the whole working day. It's ideal for summer and spring. This is what it's supposed to do. I have a story with it. I tried this fragrance in 2017, and 2017 in Sterling Enterprise there was only 1 bottle. I did not know this was very getting discontinued or already discontinued or hard to find. I thought like maybe. And then I told him, brother, if you find a customer, sell it. I mean, you do not keep it for me because I'm not quite sure. And the next day when I had money, I decided in my mind, like, I'm gonna take this. I made up my mind. And that day I saw someone else took it the very same day. So it was hard for me, but anyway, I found a bottle myself. So yes, this fragrance, it's pretty nice. If you do like the original Fahrenheit, this is for you. If you have been a fanboy of Fahrenheit line, this is for you. If you are looking for a good performer, something unique, and not just citrus lemon water, but something more added to it, a little bit more interesting twist, with a nice backbone, this is it for you. First of all, let me clarify the difference between this and Fahrenheit cologne. Fahrenheit cologne that I reviewed few days back from my brother's bottle, that was, I said actually is a discontinued bottle, but I said I made a mistake. I did not know. The Fahrenheit cologne is currently available in market. You can pretty much score it for $56 to $60 or pounds, I think, in UK. And that fragrance cologne is supposed to substitute Aqua Fahrenheit in the recent years, 2015 and all. But I think there is major difference between the notes breakdown between this and that. It's not the same juice at all. I mean, there are similarities, but the cologne is a lot more watery and a lot more transparent and lot less performing. This fragrance has added note of leather as well as mint. So those 2 notes are not in the cologne. So these 2 I found difference. So what are the notes in this one? This one, when I smell it first time, I get very fresh, uplifting, sort of like a zingy citrus, bergamot, kind of like mandarin orange, violet leaves. It's prominent, and then the beautiful mint. And I was like, what am I smelling? I was like, I'm smelling citrus, and I'm smelling the violets, but what is the other thing I'm smelling? It's like crunchy sort of mint, floating in the water. You just take it up, and then you just take a bite or spearmint. It's not quite like crypto mint, but it has the beautiful crispy sort of a mint in this, so it makes it very refreshing. If you like Cartier Roadster, if you do like Lamal Popeye, if you like the mint in another one, Carven Low Intense. I was just testing it today. Somewhere it's there. Yeah. If you know this bottle, the white one. Yeah, this one has also beautiful mint, but it's not similar to those. So it has the beautiful violet leaves, citrus, and the mint watery opening. It's really beautiful. So first half an hour or so, 45 minutes, it's all about those citruses, and it's kind of watery, kind of nice. And the fragrance, it's pretty much like a weird combination. Let me tell you, you cannot. Back in the time, if you smelled Fahrenheit, and you do not know anything about this one, I know Fahrenheit for a very long time because I went through 2 bottles of it. So Fahrenheit to me, I can never see is a citrusy fragrance. It's all about the florals and dry down. Opening is kind of the petroleum. Then after the florals come the leather. So it's always like a burning woods and stuff. So Fahrenheit is always like a gasoline, oily kind of fragrance. A very bold fragrance. It's like a potent fragrance. And I could never see like how Fahrenheit could be watered down or make it citrusy, minty. They did it with this. It's a very weird combination. I don't know how that works. And based on that, they have a lot more other fragrances that smells like this. Someone told me Mercedes-Benz Intense, that fragrance. I used to own it. I reviewed it. Someone said that and this are identical, and if you have Mercedes-Benz, you do not need this. Significant difference between this one and Mercedes is that quality. Okay, first of all, longevity is going to be a lot better in this one. Second of all, the Mercedes-Benz, no disrespect, I love Mercedes-Benz line. I owned a lot of them. The Mercedes-Benz Intense, the black bottle, if you see, I'll put the review below this video in the description box. That one has a lot more pepper. It smells a lot like a little synthetic and very overpowering, kind of like Terre d'Hermes meets Fahrenheit, someone dry down, but hardly there is any citrus in it. But this citrus in this, it's really, really nice. It's very watery, it's very transparent, very summer wearable, and you won't feel the Fahrenheit DNA is a bit too much because this one has the Fahrenheit DNA. The leather will pop up later, and I think there is a little bit patchouli in this, little bit citrusy, that violet leaves. It's a lot going on, but much more watered down with good performance. So the maintain that brilliance of the fragrance is there. So how much is that in the performing category? So it's not quite 10. Fahrenheit is 10. Like if the original Fahrenheit, Le Parfum, Absolute, 32, all of them are 10 for performance. This is something like 8.5. And for a summer fragrance, it's pretty damn good. You can wear this also in springtime. It's gonna be beautiful in that. Like if you like Dior Sport, you wanna wear that in the, mild, cool weather. You can definitely rock this. You can wear this also with a leather jacket. You can wear this casual shirt, work appropriate, and the fragrance is really nice. People can really detect it around you, and no one's gonna get offended. Very high class, posh, very nicely blended kind of fragrance. So what are the other fragrances that it reminds me of? I'll go definitely. One of my favorite is Zegna Uomo. If you really want a substitute of this, which is very difficult to find, but minus the citruses, Zegna Uomo. This one has a lot of violet leaves in this, and it's a very good quality fragrance. This is a cheapie. This you can find for 200 ml. You can find it below $40, I think. And the bottle is brilliant. I really love this house of Zegna. I want to get Zegna Intenso and I want to review it. I heard a lot of good things about that. This is a good fragrance, like not a perfect substitute, but definitely good. If you know L'Homme Libre, you can also try that. And then another fragrance has the violet leaves I really, really love is Joop. Wow. A very underrated fragrance. No one talks about it. And it's really like a unique fragrance, okay? You're gonna get a lot more boozy, orangey, kind of a leathery sort of texture from it, but that Fahrenheit sort of DNA you can find from this also. Hold on, I'm sorry, a little bit messy. Gucci Guilty, Gucci Guilty Absolute. I think these fragrances, they remind me sort of like Fahrenheit because it has the leather fiery aspect. So coming back to Aqua Fahrenheit, performance is great. 8.5 out of 10 is not bad at all. Lasted on me pretty decent time every day, but projection it's kind of like 7.5 out of 10 or 7, let's say. It's not a screamer. But comparing this with cologne, this is definitely much better performer than the cologne. So cologne I like, this I love, okay? So I used to wear, I don't mind wearing Fahrenheit during summer because that projects a lot more. It has a lot more depth. I have to bring it forward, sorry. A little bit messy, yeah. The original Fahrenheit, I wear it throughout the whole year. It's always a performer. 2015 whatever version, it always performs. It's beautiful, it's a masterpiece. So this fragrance is always a perfect 10 for me. This overall assessment, I'm gonna give this 8.5 out of 10. Okay, very good for summer. Definitely can be worthy of being in the line of Fahrenheit. Really nice fragrance, but the prices are like skyrocketing right now. So if you can find it within $100 budget, get it. It's gonna serve you really, really well. You're gonna really enjoy wearing this fragrance throughout the whole year almost, okay, except when it's snowing. Aqua Fahrenheit, it's damn nice. So my preference, actually, if you ask me which ones I like the most, original Fahrenheit, then Fahrenheit Absolute, and then Fahrenheit Le Parfum, and number 4 would be this, then followed by 32 Cologne and the rest of them, right? So this is somewhere in top 5. Really, really good fragrance. So if you see it somewhere, give it a try. Aqua Fahrenheit is discontinued. Just for that you can collect it, and it's really solid fragrance with a nice backbone of original Fahrenheit. So water meets fire. Excellent fragrance, 8.5 out of 10, and that's the review for Aqua Fahrenheit. All right, beautiful bottle once again. I love these bottles. Check it out, guys. All right, so take care. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being with me. In upcoming days, I think I do not have so many fragrances left to review. I have 1 sample and 2 clones, and then I have few fragrances coming that my brother ordered. He's gonna pass them to me. They're really nice fragrances. So maybe 4 or 5 more fragrances coming up. So let's see how it goes. If there is nothing else, there's always re-reviews and top 10s and stuff like that. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.